Question for you. On a scale of 1 to 10.
I don't like this. Hot seat right away?
Yeah. Get ready. On a scale of 1 to 10. If Noelle's in a bad mood, how much are you affected by it?
Oh. Depends on by what.
What do you mean?
The severity.
Okay. He's moody. He's just moody.
Yeah.
He's not like gonna burn the house down, but he's also above average of like he stubbed his toe, you know?
Yeah.
He's mid-level moody, just kind of like in a bad mood. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Where do you lie on affected?
I feel like it's a real problem I have. I would say like a 7, but I'm like that with anyone. If I'm around anyone that's not having a good time, I can't be there.
You can't be there?
No.
What is your response to the moodiness? Are you trying to like lift the mood, or are you trying to be like, do you need to like take a minute and go to the bathroom and like fix yourself up and come back? Like almost like you woke up on the wrong side of
immediate
bed.
like I must like if I come in and you're frazzled by traffic or Alex didn't get enough sleep the night before.
Yeah.
I'm like, everyone hates me.
Okay.
I'd make it about myself.
Honestly, when someone's in a bad mood, no matter what, I feel like we always turn it on ourselves.
Yeah.
I think that's totally normal.
And then I have to keep reminding myself it has nothing to do with me.
Okay. So that's kind of your plan of attack. It's just like, it's not about me. Going about my day, whistle as I work.
No. That's what I tell myself when I'm trying to be a bigger person.
Oh.
To coach myself through it. But am I immediately like, my whole day is ruined?
Yeah.
Maybe even possibly my week? Yes.
Yeah.
What about you? Scale of 1 to 10.
I was going to say I'm around an 8. I'm real affected. And I'm like, okay, what do I got to do?
I know. I'm just like, can everyone just have a good time when I'm having a good time?
Exactly. And if I'm having a bad time, fine. You can.
Yeah, that's.
You can have
I'm
one too.
allowed. I'm allowed to
I
have
should be
feelings.
able to have a
I'm
bad
allowed to have
mood.
emotions.
Exactly.
I'm allowed to have a down moment. But you?
No.
You as in anyone else around me? Absolutely not.
What can I do to lift you up?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been thinking about that a lot because
I think there's therapy for that.
I'm sure there is. But that's why I come here. I sit on a couch and you give me the advice.
Yeah.
So now, anyways, back to the episode. Welcome to 152. This episode is called the episode because I decided that just now.
Nice.
And because I put the in front of everything on the piece of paper.
You did. I was very confused.
Well, I started with the substance because I finished the substance. And so I thought, let's have everything be labeled the. Kind of like how the Friends episodes started with the one that, like the one.
Oh, okay.
That's what I was thinking in my head.
Didn't notice that. You think I noticed episode names?
Of Friends?
Yeah.
Have you watched all of Friends?
Yeah, but I don't know the episodes.
Okay, anyone that's watched Friends can back me on this. Even Alex knows. Everyone knows that there's like a cadence to the Friends titles.
No, it's like, the one where...
Yeah, the
but
one
in
where...
my head. I didn't...
Oh, no. Like, they label the episodes like that.
Oh.
Sorry. I always thought that was really cool.
I just have to let you know I have a massive pimple on my butt. And it really bothers me. It hurts, for one. But it also mentally bothers me. But then I think, God saved me. Because that pimple could have been on my face.
And when you had that rash on your face for like a year, that was hard.
Thank God for the microphone.
And honestly, that was your wedding year.
I know. It was a tough time. And
For
it
someone
went away.
who has the best skin maybe on planet Earth.
Unfair.
Totally.
Yeah.
Shocking. So how long have you had this pimple?
Well, I had one and then that went away. And then I got another one. So it's a consecutive 3 weeks of a big pimple. And I think it really annoys me. But I'm trying to be positive. And do you ever think about that? This could have been on my face when something happens?
I don't really, this is going to be a big tampon, small tampon storyline. I always get my pimples on my face. Always.
You've never gotten a pimple anywhere else?
Usually I get the wrinkles on my face, the grays on my hair, and the pimples on my chin.
So your body is just perfect.
No, my body is not perfect. But it doesn't have, I don't get I just don't get body pimples. I don't get acne or anything like that. It really just chooses my face, which, sorry, my pimples can't be hidden under my clothes. They just have to be fucking broadcast right here. It's crazy. No, I always have had zits. it's fucking hard knock life out there with zits. Like,
I don't
people
think
know.
I've ever seen Sarah with a zit, like upon my recollection here.
Okay, well, I'm in my mid 30s now. If I show up with a zit, it's a rough time.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, I actually have one. I noticed it's small, but
You're brunette now and you've been for a while. And I just want to know an update from you. Like, how has life been? Do people treat you differently?
so different.
Do you feel more confident? Do you feel less confident? Have people treated you differently? Do you have less fun?
Oh,
Do you have more
I see.
fun?
Do I have more fun? Do I have less fun?
Or are you keeping it?
People can't really see me since I'm over 30, so I haven't noticed any change in attention. Am I gonna change it? I love the change of things, like I said. So I don't know if I don't think I've noticed a change. I think I'm always in a I'm looking for my best haircut, my best hair color, you know?
Maybe you haven't even noticed that you've changed,
That's true.
because like this answer already is like you don't even know that it's a new part of your identity.
You know what? I think I'm a lot more mature recently, like in the past 2 years. So I think I needed to like have my hair match that maturity.
Okay.
And I do think it's nice to just I do think different hair does give you a different personality. So I'm on board with that.
I feel like you're going to go out next week and someone's going to do something and you're going to go, wait, this is because I have darker hair.
What could someone possibly? You know what? I feel like I really don't. I'm looking for human interaction, but I'm not really getting as much as I would want. Like, I don't feel like a lot of times, like.
Do you think that's because you're not blonde?
No, I actually think it's because I have short hair. I think if I had longer hair, I would be more approachable. But because I have shorter hair, people are like, that girl's no good. That girl's kind of rebelling. That girl is up to no good. She's troublesome. She has an attitude.
I think it's like screams confidence.
Why? Because you have to be hot to have short hair because it makes you ugly?
I wasn't thinking that, but I guess you could make that.
Just
logic.
wanted to throw that out because sometimes I think like short hair, it's like, oh, you know, but sometimes long hair drowns you. You know, that's what I was feeling about myself when I cut it short. I was like, I think I'm drowning in this.
Yeah,
you know, you can't really.
I think you've rocked it really well. I just felt like I haven't had a 1 year update. You know, on like hair. How it's been. You know, how you've been treated.
I think well, you know, sometimes people smile, sometimes people wave.
Yeah. I feel like you would notice a difference.
I haven't noticed a huge change. I think it makes me feel
people
more mature.
compliment your eyes more?
No.
People compliment your eyes?
No.
Oh.
People are not out here noticing me. I was kind of like joking about being old and not being noticed, but like no one's really noticing me. I think it's the Crocs. Maybe like people are like
no one's looking down at the feet. Like before they decide to interact.
Maybe they're like, this girl's like a little tired. She's just putting on some Crocs. Like maybe she shouldn't be messed with.
Yeah.
No. I'm really not interacting with anyone besides you guys here in Corbin. That's literally my whole circle.
Yeah.
And anyone that texts me.
Same.
Alex, does anyone interact with you on the streets? I know you aren't even on the streets yet.
I know.
You're in your house and you're in this couch.
I know.
That's your streets. Alex, do people talk to you?
I talk to people.
Oh, man. See... This brings me to a good point of talking to people. I wrote...
Do you go to the grocery store?
All the time.
Does anyone interact with you there?
Never.
You're never like just like striking up a conversation with a stranger?
No, I try.
Really?
You have a child now. No one talks to you about her?
No one talks to me about her.
Oh, you think it's because of how she looks?
No.
She's really cute.
I know.
It's a me problem. No, no one's really talking to me.
Okay, well, I didn't mean to like send you into a spiral after this episode.
You know what I have been noticing though, because I do go on walks in my neighborhood, and I do know everyone kind of in my community now.
And you do know that bogs bark at you.
Yeah, dogs be
Bobs
barking.
bark at you.
But I've noticed, and I think maybe this is why people aren't talking to me, but I've noticed when I talk to people I don't know, my voice and inflection changes so much. Like, do you guys do this? I don't even know how it could, but yeah, it goes higher and louder, and I'm like, I walk past and I'm like, who was that? Like, who was that person that just... What just came over me? Like, pretend you're a person that's coming to say hi.
Oh my gosh, you have a child.
How's your day? And then I walk past and I'm like, what? Like, and no one's gonna be answering a question as you walk past.
How can you tell that they think that you're loud? Do they kind of back up?
No, they don't back up. I think I'm just like, I'm more showing surprise in my eyes, and they're kind of like, what? Why is that girl so
Has
scared
anyone
of
ever
herself?
backed up from you when you spoke?
No, Alina. No one has ever backed up from me because of how
That's
I
just
spoke.
what you would do if someone was loud. I was just trying to
But I just showed you an example of what I'm doing. Would you back up from me?
No.
Okay. Well
No.
then.
No, and I'm saying, has your loudness ever caused anyone to take a step back?
Just my husband. Honestly, he's always like, Sarah, people can hear you. He's like Ross Geller's me.
You
all
said
the
people
time.
can hear you, but
Oh, I said, yeah, sorry about that, guys. I was like, Corbin's always embarrassed that people can hear me because he's like, you're yelling. And I'm like, this is just how I talk. So it's more Corbin telling me like people are going to be worried.
I do the same thing though. I catch myself putting on like a customer service voice when I
Yes.
talk to like people on the phone or just like, oh, thank you so much. Oh,
Yeah.
that's so great. Thank you. I appreciate that. Like
You
it's a,
hang up. And you're like,
yeah. I'm like,
I know.
Like,
I
where
know.
did this like just like I'm like sticking my nose in their butt. Like
I know. I'm like, this isn't even my normal talking voice.
Yeah.
And sometimes it's like I'm on one side of the street and they're on the other and they're like, how's your day? And I'm like, it's amazing. I'm like, what the fuck? Like,
yeah.
that was too much.
I feel that way about the word amazing.
Oh, like you try not to use it or like you want to kill yourself?
It's banished from my vocabulary.
What, so say I'm walking down your street, I'm in your neighborhood and I'm like, hey, Lena, how's it going?
Great.
Oh, you're a grader? Well, I'd be like, that girl's depressed.
Amazing is like, she's faking it.
Okay, so you don't want to like go too high, but you can't go too low because like what if you walk by me and you're like, hey, how's it going? And I'm like, lousy, worst day.
I would appreciate it more.
Okay. I always wonder if I should kind of pull that.
You should.
Okay.
You should.
I was
When I took like my Spanish class in high school for 3 years.
You repeated the same class or you got to Spanish 3?
Do you think I repeated a class?
Never in your life.
Exactly. No, I did 3 years of Spanish. And you know how they would, you'd learn, how are you?
Mm-hmm.
¿Cómo estás? No. I don't know why that was so funny.
Yeah.
What did I do?
No, I just like had no idea like you were actually going to say it because like, yes, I do know.
Oh, okay.
¿Cómo estás?
Well, you know how everyone else's default was
Muy bien, ¿y
bien?
tú?
You think I went with that?
No, what'd you do?
Damn. I feel like I'm going to say it wrong.
Don't worry.
What if I don't even know it anymore?
Honestly, you may not know it, but we'll have Alex figure it out. This is the second language.
Okay.
You don't know it.
I think it's like así.
I'm good. I'm good.
Yeah, that was my... What were you rating my pronunciation?
Well, Alex.
no. I'm pretty sure CSE means like, I'm doing it.
Yeah.
Like, I'm doing
That
all
was
right.
my go-to.
Oh, like
I never said I was
más o
muy
menos.
bien. I was always so-so.
What's so-
I mean, that's just how I am in life. I'm never muy bien.
You are so. That is so funny. Damn, Alina. That was one of my favorite things you've ever told me about yourself. Because I just feel like it's so, like, it's just like paints such a good picture of you. To just be like, you know what? Fuck these people. I'm not good. I'm kind of so. I'm in the middle. I'm not going to fucking say I'm good. Oh my God.
Yeah, I really held on to that.
I'd be like, I'm excelente. Oh shit, is that right? Thank God.
No.
Excellent. I think it is.
No, but you wouldn't say I'm.
But that's true. But I was just saying, like, that would be my inflection of it. Like, I would say it loud and be like, I'm amazing.
Yeah.
I have to take a footnote for what I said a couple weeks ago for the conversational in Spanish.
Yeah.
Because I was that Montoya like video that like went viral. I was like, all right, never mind. I can read Spanish really well, but if it comes to like having a full on conversation,
It's really hard to
I sound like a tourist, like 100%.
sure.
But like but I mean like
Alex is like surprised.
no. I didn't expect myself.
Did
to
you
sound
look in the
fluent.
mirror and start talking
Yeah,
Spanish?
he's
No,
like,
no.
okay.
But I was like, no, they need to speak way more slowly for me to understand like what's going on. I can have a slow conversation with somebody that's fluent, but I'm not like ripping it out of my like.
Yeah.
Like I can read it really well, but no way am I
It's
doing.
honestly, I've said this before on the
Yeah.
podcast. It is my absolute dream to be able to speak more than one language. Like you
You can make that happen.
You know how we were talking? No, Alina, trust me, I've tried many a times. I'm sitting here, as I said, I can barely speak my own language. I'm piss poor. I'm piss poor at it.
no one said you had to be proficient.
Then I'm just gonna embarrass myself when we out there trying to.
You do that every week.
Damn.
She sometimes gets me so good. And like but it's so funny because it's so true.
You know I love you.
I do. I know you love me almost more than anyone. That's why you can joke like that with me.
Yeah.
That's what me and Alina said to each other on the phone the other day because we're obsessed with each other. We said, oh my God, I've never been more in love with anyone. You're the greatest friend of... Sorry, Alex. I'm just going to like move this up a little bit. You're the greatest friend I've ever had. Thank you for making me feel so loved.
Some of the greatest friendships in your life are the ones that you feel comfortable
saying I think people need to know that. Like me and Alina, just a reminder, we dog on each other, but like we can dog on each other because we love each other so much.
We also lift each other up.
I know, we do lift each other up. Thank you, Alina.
It's like an abusive relationship.
Great reminder. We dog on each other, but we lift each other up.
Yeah, I lift you up from the place I put you.
Honestly, sometimes I should be put in my place, just in a sense, or just like given the truth.
Yeah.
You know, your friends are there to give you the fucking truth.
Yeah.
And if you don't have friends like that, then you're gonna be walking around, you know, saying I'm excellent in a very high voice, way too often.
Yeah.
You know.
Speaking of being told you're loud, I had headphones on and I was holding my baby.
Yeah.
And I was talking to Noel.
Yeah.
And he was like, oh. And I took off the headphones. He was like, you're kind of loud. And I was like, there's nothing more embarrassing than being told you're loud.
Yeah. I mean, welcome to my life.
It's like a knife.
It is a knife. You're like, oh, sorry, my voice is bothering you.
Yeah.
Just my natural tone and
And
inflection.
my inclination is always to be like, no, I wasn't. Because if I know what I sounded like and I had a decibel reader.
I know. Because you're like, I have these headphones. He's probably right, but how dare he?
Yeah.
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 I
want to argue about it, but
are you laughing at my thes?
Yeah.
Okay.
Everything sounds so important, you know?
I know. That's because this episode is extremely important.
Yeah. Okay, so I just had another observation.
Let's revel in the revelation.
Okay. It's like, no, and I need to pick something else.
Oh, shit. It's not that good?
No, it's not a revel in a revelation
man,
kind of
mess up the
situation. I know, it's
flow.
okay. It's okay.
Let's revel down.
What is
What?
the rough?
I didn't say the rough. Where's the rough?
Oh.
Where? Oh, the cough. That's a cough.
Oh, the cough.
You're loud and your handwriting sucks.
Yeah. You know, I'm like kind of nervous. I feel like everyone looked at me.
Okay, well, do you want me to say one of mine?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
There was
Or do you want me to
hesitation.
do you want me to hype you up?
No. You know when
Tell us
something
about
is
the
not
cough.
that exciting and then you feel like you've taken the floor for something that's so stupid. But no, on the way here I saw saw two cars with two different stickers on them. And
Okay.
I thought like, I wonder how everyone else would feel about this. If you were driving around a car that said loaner on it.
Wait, like when you're like a courtesy loaner? Like from a actual
Okay, well, like way to be smart and like put two and two together.
It just said loaner on the car? Like how what do the stickers
It
say?
said like Mazda courtesy
Loaner.
loaner.
Okay.
How'd you feel?
I think I would feel like, oh my God, everyone's probably going to be wondering where my car is. Like everyone's going to be like really worried about me. Like what happened to her car? Is it hurt? Is it totaled? Like why do I need this loaner? Like I'm kind of talk of the town in
I like
the courtesy loaner.
I kind of feel like why does Mazda need everyone to know?
That they're so fucking nice that they would lend out a car.
Yeah. Like,
Listen.
the basic necessities of when you lease a car. Why does everyone need to know that it's a loaner?
God.
Everyone has to know that that's not your regular day driver. Like, what if it's a nicer car than yours? Then now everyone... Do they need that advertisement that they're nice enough to loan you a car? When it's already got a Mazda branding all over it. Everyone knows it's a Mazda. And this doesn't apply to just Mazdas. This is...
No, we're not
This is
just
all
talking
car
about Mazdas.
car companies. Why do they need to say that it's a loaner?
I feel like this is a very chip on your shoulder type of thing. Like this certain thing has made...
It's very Larry David.
Yeah, it's like you're kind of upset that
I was.
that they're doing a nice thing and they want to be pat on the back for it.
Yeah. It's like, oh, free advertisement for the loaner that you gave me. As if me driving around the car isn't an advertisement.
Like you're welcome.
As if you're welcome. Yes. And also, like, you're calling me a loser?
I feel like they should say Mazda courtesy vehicle, not like Mazda courtesy loaner. Like loaner, it feels like they're trying to get a dig in.
It does.
But yeah.
It's like what our relationship. It's like I'm gonna knock you down a few.
Yeah, like
but
here's
I'm
a
giving you
car.
this car.
Here's a car.
Loser.
Yeah, you're a loser if you drive it. Okay. Yeah, that's kind of weird. You know, I wasn't even thinking about it in the sense of like the car company. I was thinking like people are looking at me. So
I'm more upset at the car company.
Yeah, I get that. They should be nicer. What should they do?
You put a bad engine in my car.
Yeah, it's their fault.
It's a recall.
Oh, it's
I have
recall.
to drive this.
My God.
I'm making a scenario.
I know, but
up.
this is getting worse and worse. They look like assholes.
Yeah.
Now. So what would
And now
Alina put on the car?
Nothing.
Oh, they're just gonna get a free car?
Why do we need to know that it's a loaner? Why do you need to know that they're driving a loaner? No one needs to know. Who needs to know? The police don't need to know.
You know what? I need to
Pedestrians
know.
don't need to know.
This is what I'm thinking. If I'm considering
Nissan doesn't need to know.
Nissan doesn't need to know shit about shit.
Is it like,
Nissan is
oh,
like
we
wake
give
up-
loaners and other companies don't? No,
Yeah.
all the companies give loaners.
Do they? Because when
I
I'm
think
picking my
almost
next car,
every car company gives a loaner for a lease.
Alex, can you confirm that? While he's busy typing away. If I'm getting my next car, I want to be like, okay, was that Mazda I saw that was like loaning out cars in case theirs blew up? Maybe I need to know like who's available to have a backup car for me.
Pay me if you want me to advertise your shit.
So now I'm influencing the car.
Yes,
driving
it's like
it.
a free advertisement. You know, it's like when you can
Put
get
your
paid by a
company-
company.
yes, yeah.
You want pay me.
Yeah, I'm beautiful and I'm driving this thing around on the streets. Look at everyone's looking at me.
I know.
Damn,
Can you even
Alina.
name something that would be wrong with a car? Like, do you know anything about cars?
Muffler?
Broken muffler.
Yeah.
Broken muffler. Here's my courtesy
How
car.
about this? How about this?
Muffler's kind of sus.
Air conditioning. My air conditioning broke. I can't.
They wouldn't recall that.
Oh, they wouldn't recall.
I feel like that's like a nice to have. Unless you're in Arizona.
How about your check engine light's on? You got to go check that shit out.
Your suspension belt is broken.
Your suspension belt. That's a good one. Your
Does it have a belt?
There's a belt in there. I know that there's a belt.
There's a belt, but is it tied to the suspension?
I don't know if the belt and the suspension are tied to each
Or
other.
water coolant levels are low.
Water coolant. That's so
What
important.
do you think that does?
That has to cool the car. That
Here's
has
an
to
easy
cool the
one.
AC. That's it. The coolant.
The battery's dead.
Oh, the battery's dead.
We all know the
batteries. You can jump.
Do you know how to jump it?
You put the
Do you have
cables.
the cables?
No.
You don't have cables in your car? I'll always think about that. I go, I need cables in my car. Like, that's something that happens all the time.
Don't you feel like you're in more danger though if you have the cables and then you do something about it and you blow yourself up?
It is really scary.
Because I feel like
it's
in
like
more
a
danger.
bomb diffusing situation.
I need
The
someone
car has to be on, but then it also has to be off and in neutral.
turn it
And
black,
then the red has to go to the black. And then
No. See what
you
I
can't
need.
turn the car off because then you won't have the battery again. So
What my plan is in those situations is I flag down somebody with the cables because someone with the cables is going to know how to use them.
then you get kidnapped.
Oh, well, I'm getting kidnapped too, no matter what.
You can't just trust a stranger.
Well, I have to have a stranger involved.
AAA.
Oh, I've never tripled it. I always use a stranger if I'm
What?
trying to jump my car. You guys are out here not using strangers?
I've never used a stranger.
Wow, you guys are not using strangers right because strangers are here to help. Especially when it comes to jumping in your car.
you're I always think, oh wait, how did that person get murdered?
Stranger.
Is that what you're telling away? Strangers are here for help?
I haven't got to her about strangers yet. I haven't got to her
Do you
about
have
strangers.
a playbook for her?
Yeah, I'm gonna have her say the same thing that I said was, "You're not my mommy, you're not my daddy." 911. That's what I was told to say at the park. If anyone comes up to me, "You're not my mommy, you're not my daddy." 911.
And what if the person says I am 911?
Well, that's gonna confuse her.
She might get stumped there.
she might be like, "Oh, okay, go see the guy." And then I'm be 5 steps away, and I'll be like, "That's not 911." And I'm in there. She can't get away from me, baby.
Okay, so back to you using strangers.
Yeah, I always thought this was a stranger thing. I can't believe it.
So have you hitchhiked before?
Lena, let's not get crazy, okay?
It's basically the same
Actually, you know what? I have hitchhiked. I've done it one time. I was in San Francisco. I was a young pup. I wasn't by myself. I wasn't alone. But yeah, I regret it. I'm full of regret about that.
Was it a weird ride?
It was a weird ride. That's one of those things that I look back and I'm like,
It's a weird ride.
I look back and I'm like, literally you could have just taken a taxi,
Yeah.
There's a lot of things that you look
Were you
back.
intoxicated?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, I was. If I was awake and moving about town in San Francisco, I'd probably be intoxicated.
Yeah.
No, you
know
guys.
what I think?
Uh-oh.
Sarah in her 20s partying with Alex
In
currently.
his 40s.
That's true. Who would have
I would've
prevailed?
No, I don't think so. I think we were doing different things. I don't know if we would have run in the same crowd, Alex is out there going to the desert. Like, I'm kind of going to more concerts.
I've gone to a lot of concerts by myself because people don't want to go.
Oh, okay. Well, maybe we would have been concert friends.
Yeah.
We'd been like, hey, let's go see this show together.
Yeah.
I
All right, well,
can't.
don't get too friendly. 'Cause I have to have a place in there.
We're like, should we call Alina?
Nah.
Alina's like the only one, though, that stays awake till midnight out of all of us. No, you stay awake. You guys are both night owls, so you guys would be really close. And I'd be like, gotta go. I gotta go home. Because I was still kind of like, it's dark, even when I was 20. Gotta go to bed. I have a thing to say.
Say it.
Do you feel like if you go to the afternoon appointment at the dentist's office, they're not really getting the best version of you? Like, you feel like you're maybe showing up not who you really would like to present with your teeth, but who they just like, you're like kind of like walk of shame teeth. You're like, if you would have got me in the morning with my teeth, like I just woke up, I took my brush and I came right to the dentist. My teeth haven't been touched in like 12 hours with food. They look amazing. I go to the dentist 4 p.m. in the afternoon. They're seeing shit they shouldn't be seeing. I've done stuff I shouldn't be doing. Candy, snacks, juices, teas, coffee. That's not the teeth I want to put forward at the dentist. I want to put forward, Sarah just woke up teeth. Not Sarah, I could lose a tooth based on what I've eaten. Okay? I went to the dentist this week, and I just felt like they're not seeing the real me.
I actually feel like if I see a dentist first thing in the morning, they're getting my hot breath.
Have you brushed?
Yeah, but your breath's always kind of hot in the first few hours.
I honestly have
I think
never
an
noticed the temperature.
afternoon dentist appointment is ideal for me
Wow.
because I'll brush again before I go, obviously, because I'm not a monster.
No.
And then my breath has cooled down. Everything has kind of chilled out.
You're the first person I've ever met that has mentioned temperature breath.
Yeah, hot breath, hot morning breath. It's just hot in the morning. Your mouth has been closed all night.
I'm kind of a mouth breather. I don't know if I have temperature breath. It's just like staying the same because I'm like this. Like my mouth isn't shut. Like it's not even dewy in there.
I feel
it's
like
not even moist
when I
wake
go in
up.
the morning to the dentist. It's like I'm disgusting. I'm filth. Clean this mouth out.
Are
It's
you
been,
serious?
It's been breathed in for 12 hours straight.
Wow.
It hasn't had any talking to have my germs expel.
Oh my God. Okay. So you're embarrassed about your hot mouth.
Yeah, I won't make a dentist appointment in the morning.
But we come here in the morning and we breathe all over each other. So you're gonna hot breath me?
But you're not digging in my cavities.
No, but I would like to sit closer to you. It's Alex that's keeping us apart.
Yeah. I think like if you've had time to eat and digest and like which I do when I come in to record, but 9 a.m. like straight from bed to dentist, disgusting.
Wow.
Don't want you to see my mouth. I don't want you to even see me.
God. Yeah. Okay.
You're gonna know that I just took a poop probably an hour ago.
God.
Even though you're not looking at my asshole,
I hope not.
you're gonna know. You're gonna know the poop has been ruminating.
Alex, do you have hot morning breath? So you're kind of an afternoon dentist boy too?
Yeah.
I was not expecting to be thrown by this. I was like, sometimes you come to the table and you're like, can't wait to have everyone on my side. And then you turn around and both people are on the different side of the table.
Yeah.
Because I want some time to like really get after it. If it's the first thing in the morning.
You gotta air it out.
Yeah, exactly.
Wow. I am feeling very thrown.
You know what the comparison is?
Yeah.
If you were to sleep in your underwear, which you don't. Okay. Which you do.
I always keep my underwear.
Okay. Me too.
Okay.
If you were to sleep in your underwear and have someone look at your underwear right when you wake up.
See, again, like.
Versus a 2 p.m. underwear on a fresh set.
Wait, why am I changing my panties at 2 p.m.? I'm not changing my panties at 2 p.m. I would say check my panties in the morning.
You don't midday change?
I do not midday change, but I don't have I think
I basically am comparing a 9-hour-old panty to a 9-hour-old mouth.
But see, my mouth and butt area in the morning, fresh. I have fresh morning, great temperatured mouth. My pants and my underwear are exactly the right temperature. There is nothing weird going on downstairs. But around 2 p.m., who knows what has happened with my underwear and my teeth? It is a fucking tornado of doom in both places.
Interesting.
But for you, you're kind of hitting your peak at 2 p.m.
Yeah.
Wow.
Peaking for sure.
That's interesting. Okay. I want to talk about the substance because last week I was here and I said I watched the first half and for some reason, and I was like, oh yeah, I can kind of like get the gist. Like I can see what happened in the end. And you guys were like, oh.
Okay, but pause.
No, I can't wait to you guys. I can't even have a discussion. Oh.
Pause.
The end. That's what you sounded like for 2 hours.
Okay, but pause. Now that you've seen the whole movie, do you understand why we acted the way we did?
No. That is what I'm saying.
For sure thought she was going to have a revelation moment of,
No.
it was kind of funny that I came in to review an hour of a movie and everything I was saying didn't apply by the end.
Oh my God, it was so spot on, the whole thing. I was like, oh God, I've never been more smart in my fucking entire life. And I have no idea what Alex and Lena were talking about the entire time.
What were you talking about? I have such a tough time caring about what you have to say.
Honestly, I totally get that. I totally get that, Alex. I was saying that, like, yeah, it's the classic thing. I was like, it's basically what's happening right now. Oh. Yeah, I was just saying, like...
Yeah, that was spot on. You're right.
Yeah, I was like...
No, that's not what you said.
I should listen more.
That's not what you said.
I said, like, we should, like, be a part of the change. Like, we're all out here being, like, women
That's not
can't...
what she said.
Yes, I did. Oh, I said women can't age, and then bad things happen in the end.
Yeah, but the part that we were roasting you guys, all of a sudden you're multiple people.
Bam, 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 bam.
Roasting you for was you said... I felt like it kind of felt like LA. Then we jumped on you for that.
No, I said it's really not that sci-fi. It's kind of like what's going on in LA.
Yes.
So I was like...
but by the end?
That's kind of like what's going on in LA.
No, yeah, she's right. I agree with that also again. Yeah, people take it way too far.
Take it way too far.
And then their face is frozen and they look crazy.
What the hell has happened here, Alex?
I don't remember what the conversation we had last week was apparently because
get your CTE in order.
I can't. I can't.
I can't be over here defending myself solo once again.
Once again, I don't know about once again. What are you?
Here we go again.
No, okay. Can I have the floor for a minute?
Hold on,
because I do get talking over a lot.
You were just begging for support, and now you're demanding the floor
Yes.
back.
Yeah.
In my favor.
Honestly, like, you're not wrong, but that's why it hurts me more. You know what I mean? Like, when someone hits you with the fucking stone cold truth, you're like, fuck. Yes, you can have the floor. Can someone start a stopwatch, though? Because I'm going to need to know exactly when I get to a minute. Okay, go ahead.
Okay, so you said, I feel like it's kind of similar to what happens in LA. And Alex and I jumped on you because we were like, yeah, that's the point of the movie. Yeah. And then you said, it doesn't feel very sci-fi. And then we said, well, but by the end, it does get extremely sci-fi.
Right. I didn't think it was that sci-fi.
Okay, that's fair. By the end?
No, I get what you're saying. I think I wanted to, like, softly land the plane of, like, not saying, like, oh, this is exactly what they do in LA. Like, well, I was trying to softly land as, like, this is, like, our experience now. But instead of, like, coming right out and saying, like, this is just what happens in LA on a daily basis, and I'm sure people are currently literally taking the substance right now in a different way. I was just trying to be like, hey, don't you think gently, like, this is what women are kind of experiencing? So it was.
When have you ever said anything gently?
I didn't want people to be feeling super abrupt with it. You know, I wanted to be like, that was my version of gentle. That was my version of gentle parenting was delivering that line, was being like this isn't really that sci-fi, right? So I see what you're saying. Validity.
Yes.
Validity.
Thank you.
I just didn't want to like, come in too hot and heavy. Then the other thought I had when I was watching was it could also be kind of thought about in the same way as like how you take care of yourself in your 20s matters in your 60s. Like if they're two different people, it's like she's pulling the life out of herself at 60 to give her life at 20, right? Mm-hmm. So it's like I'm taking from my older self with how I'm acting now.
Yeah.
And then what am I creating in the future? Like that version of life means nothing to me because I'm young and I'm beautiful now. And so I'm going to steal life from my older self because who cares when I'm older?
Yeah.
I could be a fucking old ass troll and like it's not going to matter anyways because no one's going to see me then regardless.
Yeah. YOLO.
Anyways, great flick. Love the... You know what I hated about the movie? And I bet it's Alex's favorite part.
I don't know what, but I loved what you just said there about the taking life from the older person as a younger person.
You know what? Sometimes I really like when
astute observation.
Thank you, Alex. I'm fucking brilliant. Someone gives me one compliment and I'm on a high horse.
That's all it takes.
The part that I hated that I think Alex loved the most was the sound design.
Oh, yeah.
It actually, that was the most sci-fi to me and so physically uncomfortable. Like that's very hard for me to sit through. Like not even the visual of it. Okay, fine. The visual to me is one thing, but the sound is like messes me up mentally.
Yeah.
Like I have to turn away or like more cover my ears because it's my stomach. I feel like I could throw up.
I had the sound machine on, so I don't know.
I'll tell you. So the ending part where we're gonna kind of get into the sci-fi, when her teeth are coming out, when she's pulling her teeth out, when her fingers and skin are coming off, her ears rip off, like the sound design in those parts was like stomach churning. Like
so it was good.
It was. I thought it was a fucking fantastic movie, and I would recommend any girl in the world watch that movie.
Yeah, or a man who's making fun of older women.
I'm so sorry to every woman ever. I'm on your side.
I'm here for you.
I'm here for you.
Yeah, it was really real. Anything with teeth?
No, teeth.
And the nails?
And I thought Dennis Quaid did amazing. He was the worst, like it was really like he was really annoying.
Yeah.
And I think he played that part very well.
Okay, so you're not like giggling at all about the part 1 review?
Not at all. Because I thought it was a very obvious, like I knew after an hour that things weren't going to end well.
Yeah.
For anyone in the film.
But it was you didn't expect it to go there.
Yeah.
There's no way that you expect...
It's a sci-fi horror. I didn't know they were going to make her bumpy, but I knew that there was...
Bumpy is an understatement.
I didn't know they were going to bumpify her. But I mean... I knew that there was going to be a breakdown of the people in some way.
Yeah.
Like, it could not continue how it was going.
I was blown away at how gory and insane they made it.
Yeah, I thought they really hit it over. Like, they beat a dead horse with the gore. Like, they really sold that one through.
They did.
They did. I was like, I get it. She's exploding. Yikes. I thought it was...
Who's done that, though?
I thought it was a very good ending. I thought it was, like, beautifully done with, like, her kind of, like, falling to pieces and then, like, crawling to her star. Like, the fucking desperation of us. Not her, even, or Hollywood, but, like, us as fucking society. And, like, just the thought of... It's not even celebrities now that are like this. It's, like, we... have created a culture with social media that like we are all the center of our universe and like we are all looking for validation the same fucking way that stars are in a smaller sense. Like we're all doing the same things. Yeah. We're no better than anyone that's like doing that in the spotlight. I think sometimes we get on a high horse like, we don't do that. It's like, no, we're currently doing that. Like anytime we post any photo, myself included, it's like we're looking for validation. Is it not? Is it not the same exact thing? It's just like, it's crazy to me that like that did not exist. That part of our world did not exist 20 years ago. That we did not seek approval from that many people ever before now.
Well, I think it's crazy because I feel like anything that's happened in the last 30 years, I feel there's a study that comes out 10 years later that warns you about everything that you've just done. And
You're like,
we're
"Damn."
living in that time right now.
Yeah. Well, just think about anytime you take a photo, it's for somebody else. Like before we took photos for ourselves, for photo albums, to have our family come over and be like, look at these photos. Like we have no pure intention, it feels like, with ourselves anymore. Like nothing is for us. It's for everyone else.
I mean, I take a ton of photos for my own archiving.
Do you print them out and put them in books?
Mm-hmm.
You do? Okay. So there's one good person.
It's on my list. I do print them out.
I'm proud of you.
Yeah.
I need to learn how to print a photo.
And I do some film photos and digital, and like half the photos in my phone I just look at, like, what did I do last year?
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. I'm not saying every photo is put online by
No, you're
every
saying
person.
the extreme.
No, I'm saying that
I'm
like
kidding.
it feels like there was a very that was a very straight delivery.
That's me.
I can't be counted to
I
pick
know.
everything up.
I know.
Yeah, it made me sad. It's a sad movie. And I'm really glad
You
I
didn't
finished
laugh
it.
at the end?
No, did not laugh.
You did? Did you laugh at the end?
What was I'm blanking like what the absolute.
Remember,
end
she's
was.
like comes in as her troll to like the.
No, I know that. I know
Okay,
that.
and then she.
Well, I know that where she's like the blob. But which part would I be like laughing at?
I don't know. It was. Oh, this blood spread.
Oh.
There's like a little kid in the audience crying, and there's just blood being sprayed everywhere.
I wasn't really
And then,
laughing. I was still just more like out. Like I was
so
so
gross.
physically
Yeah, it was
uncomfortable
so
the
physically
entire
uncomfortable.
time. Like I was watching that in a theater by myself and just like wriggling around in the chair. Like this
Yeah.
is so uncomfortable.
Yeah, it's the worst.
Rigo Mortensen.
I was Rigo Mortensen all over the place.
Yeah. Okay, well, yeah, I had a different reaction. Maybe I was laughing to like help me cope with how uncomfortable
No,
it was.
I think that's a total normal reaction.
Thanks. No, you're right. We don't do a lot for ourselves anymore, but I think it's important to do stuff that's not for others.
Agreed.
Like take photos. Like it doesn't have to just be for others. It
I
could
agree.
be for yourself.
I agree. I should say not necessarily take photos. I should say it feels like we never when I say posting, like people can take photos for themselves, but anytime we put something for the public, it's like now it's not. Now there's a different intention. Like now we're looking for something, and like that's changed us as people because
There's a metric for everything and things that just didn't have metrics before.
and just it's the metric of ourselves, and that's what's so sad. Is like this is how we're judging ourselves.
I know.
And we're altering ourselves based on others' judgment. And that's just even worse.
I know. I posted my hand once and someone said it was disgusting. And so now I never want my hands to be shown.
One time someone said my yogurt was gross and I didn't eat yogurt for 15 years.
What were your hands covered in shit? What?
No,
Oh,
I just have like I've always just had like really wrinkly hands.
I'm
I
not
feel like, isn't that what
I'm not even gonna
everybody's
show my
everybody's
hands
hands are
versus,
wrinkly.
Some people have like, you have like very,
Look at all these wrinkles. Look at all these like knuckle wrinkles.
I know,
Isn't that
but
normal?
some people have like mine. I've been cleaning since I was a kid.
Mm.
And so my hands have always been
Cinderella!
really
Chemical
She
burn.
hasn't had a day off since she was born.
I just exposed my hands to bleach way too young. You can feel it.
I don't even want to touch your hands because like I feel like your hands are so fucking beautiful compared to mine, and I'm not even gonna look over there. If someone's calling your hands trash, burn mine at the tips.
I know. So yeah, they're just wrinklier, but they've always been this way. Even 10 years ago, they were pretty wrinkly.
Is that what you would change on yourself if you could change one thing?
No. It is what it is. I like my hands.
I love
I
your
just
hands.
didn't notice that they were so wrinkly until someone told me.
I know the things you would love to just never know.
I know.
Okay. Should we like talk about snacks part 2? Oh wow, we're gonna have to bring it to the
No,
bone.
it's not over.
It's
no.
not over. It's not over.
I had another car observation.
Oh my god! If Alina's on the car observation, let's pause the episode. We need to talk about it. I'm honestly serious because I really loved your car observation. I thought it was really on point, and I thought it was a great discussion topic.
Thank you.
I guess we have to go to the bonus, but I mean, you guys can all stick around because we will be talking about stuff.
We will. We'll continue on.
Alina, be excited about it though.
I know.
If you're gonna be there.
I know I'm gonna be excited, but like, it's like when you're playing at the park and your parents are like, "It's time to go home." And you're like, well, "I'm not ready to go home."
I know. I so do that. Except, you know what? Every time I say that to Waylon, she's totally fine with going home. That's like one of her positive personality traits. Is like she will leave the park, no problem. And I'm like,
Wow.
I know. She's a lot of other ways that she likes to twist my Jimmy in a bunch.
Yeah.
But she will leave the park if I ask. And I always like look at the other moms. I'm like, my baby leaves the park.
Yeah.
It's kind of like one of those things that you
do. You think like, oh, maybe I'm not letting her have enough fun?
No, I'm just like,
Because I would.
oh,
I would self-reflect.
I'm just like, wow, this is the one time of the day where she doesn't mind listening to me. Every other time, no. This time, for some reason, she's fine with it.
Yeah.
I'll ask her when she gets older why that was.
Yeah.
If she can reflect. So we'll see you guys in the bonus.
See you there.
Bye.
Bye.